Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Bring me a water. Bring me a water. Appreciate you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to the P-Ave Perspective with Mr. O'Neal. Thank y'all for tuning in another week with me. And whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay on YouTube, I want to thank you for tuning in. As y'all know, this show is all about discussing the issues that affect our personal lives, our communities, our neighborhoods, and more importantly, the solutions. But tonight's show is really about us personally. and it requires some soul searching. And it's about really seriously realizing, are we really living, or are we just existing? And if you just existing in this world, I feel like we just slowly dying because our lives are not serving the purpose. And a lot of us have been in that state. I've been in that state. I was in that state most of my life, to where I wasn't really living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was existing. I was going through the motions every day. But as far as the bigger, broader world, I wasn't a part of it. I was trapped in the mental negativity and everything that go on in the hood. And like I tell people, that's a whole different world within itself that has nothing to do with the real world. Like I call it a jungle. You know what I'm saying? It's like being, like I tell my kids, it's like being raised in a jungle and stepping out into the real world. It's totally different. But like I said, we have so many people that we connect with every day, that we work with, that, you know, we see in public, that we, you know, go to school with, that we interact with at church, that we look at them and, you know, we talk to them and they look good, you know what I'm saying? They talk good, they hold a good conversation. But so many times, man, nowadays we're seeing that these same people, you know, later end up, you know, like we call it snapping. You know what I'm saying? We call it snapping. Like I see so many people, you know what I'm saying, that you look at them and you can tell, you know, they look like they okay and they look like they functioning, man, but like mentally, emotionally, they dying. Whether it's, you know, mental or emotional issues that they dealing with, unresolved past issues or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have so much of that nowadays, to the point where a lot of us aren't living. A lot of people aren't living. You know what I'm saying? They really just going through the motions and slowly dying. And I hate to say that, but it's really, you know what I'm saying, the real question that we have to ask ourselves, man, because like I said, and like we all know, we only get one life. And like I was talking to one of my partners today, you know what I'm saying, and just before I went live, and we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, an upcoming show, and we were talking about interviewing people, and we were talking about interviewing different people, and one thing I stressed to him was, I don't want to interview characters. I don't want to interview characters. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a character. I was raised in the hood. So in the hood, with what I was taught in the hood, with how I was taught to survive in the hood, with the negativity that I was in, just like I said, when I was in my dying phase in life. When I was in my dying phase in life, I was a character. And that character was usually called a nickname. You know what I'm saying? That character was called a nickname. One of the main nicknames was Black. You know, because in the criminal world, you know what I'm saying, like everybody that I was around was Black. So keeping it general and saying Black, that, you know, made me blend in with everybody else and didn't make me stand out, because I didn't want to stand out in the life I was in. You know what I'm saying? Living a negative life. But once I realized that I was in a dying cycle and I decided to get out of that dying cycle, what I did was go back to who I was originally. I wasn't Black originally. I grew into Black. That was a character that I became to survive and thrive in the environment that I was in. But once I came out of that darkness and, you know, got my mind right and realized that I wanted to make it in the world, I wanted to live and really like live this life, I went back to the person that I originally came. That's why I became Toby O'Neal. That's when I became Mr. O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? And building it into that. And like I said, it's no longer a character. So like I was saying with my partner is, I don't want the characters. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, the actors. You know what I'm saying? I want the real people. Like what I talk about, what I share with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Everything the story that I share is real. It's really me. You know what I'm saying? It was a part of my past, so that helped me to make me the person that I am today. But I no longer live like that. You know what I'm saying? And I share those stories with people to show them that I came from a similar place that they came from, and also try to motivate and inspire them to be better. And I'm willing to, you know what I'm saying, put myself on the line and put my life on the line to show people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go through trials and tribulations, I go through problems, I went through it, but I refuse to just, just go through this life, man, just existing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out, number one, who I was, you know what I'm saying, and to figure out my purpose. So that's what inspired me with this show, man. Like, I really want to see my people, man, win. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see my people live happy, productive lives. You know what I'm saying? And not just, you know what I'm saying, like so many of us doing now. So many of us now are just, going to work every day. I feel like just paying bills and just living and just waiting to die. Just waiting to die. And that's no life to live. That's no life to live. So what y'all let me know what you think, you know what I'm saying, in the comments. Talk to me and let me know, you know what I'm saying, like on a general level. Are you really living your life to the fullest, or are you just existing? Or you just, waiting to die? What's up with it, bro? I see you, Charles Fuller. Appreciate you tuning in, man. As always. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the support. But in general, man, are you taking care of your health? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking care of your health? Because look at the statistics, man. Look around you. You don't have to look at no statistics. We don't have to look at, you know what I'm saying, the statistics. The foundation of everything is health, man. Like, we can't do anything if we not healthy, man. Like, we can't work a job. We can't be fathers, mothers, friends. You know what I'm saying? We can't enjoy life without the proper health. So are you taking care of your health? Because I'm going to keep it real. And I did it for a long time myself. A lot of us don't, we just go. We don't think about health until we have a problem. We don't consider our health until we forced to, literally. But to keep it real, high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease are killing our people. And I'm talking about, like they say, at an alarming rate. At an alarming rate. And it's not like when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, I was miseducated, I was misled. I used to think it was all about the older people. But I can't even lie, you know what I'm saying? My young partner, K. Cole, early 20s, you know what I'm saying, ended up dying of cancer and tumors. And that really woke me up. And just like I said, I'm not the picture of health. As people know, I smoke cigars, you know what I'm saying? I do my thing. I don't exercise as nearly as much as I should. But like I said, I was forced, you know what I'm saying, to deal with health issues. When my eyesight started getting bad, I started losing feeling in my legs. A lot of people don't know that. Like, I had to have back surgery because I started losing feeling. I literally started going paralyzed. I started losing feeling in my legs and movement in my legs. And like you said, I had to take my health seriously. So I've had to have surgery, you know what I'm saying, eye surgery, back surgery, but I'm glad I did. I have a natural fear of hospitals, doctors, all of that. But like I said, I had to overcome that because I fear dying, you know what I'm saying, prematurely, even more so than I fear doctors. And I know a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, can come up with a million excuses, you know, to why we're gonna put it off, or we, you know, them pains we feeling, or them aches we feeling, or you know, the different problems that we have now and then, that we look over and we push through. Like, that's not how it works, man. We got to do better. We got to do better, because whether it's cancer, whether it's anything, they always tell you, and I'm not an expert, but they always tell you early detection is the best thing toward being able to overcome it. And once these health problems start kicking in, we know, man. I watch, you know, older people. I watch other people. Once these health problems start kicking in, and if we don't, you know, take them serious and get on top of them ahead of time, they can take us out, man. They can take us out, or they can take us down to the point where, you know, a lot of us would wish we were out. A lot of us would wish we were out. So we need to start taking our health seriously. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need to start living for the health, man. Start taking our health seriously. You know, whether it's, you know, just start doing something. Start doing something. I'm not telling nobody to jump up in like with the New Year's, you know what I'm saying? I see people jumping up for the New Year's and going hard in the gym. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people burn out early with that. So start small. Start with 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done any exercise in a while, not too much movement, start walking. Walk 30 minutes a day. You know what I'm saying? And build up. But start doing something, man. Start taking the stairs. Start, you know, go to the hospital. Get a checkup. You know what I'm saying? Get a checkup. Get a full checkup. See what's going on, man. So we can start taking better care of our health, man. We have to prioritize health. Number two, man, that I see a lot of people do, man. A lot of people have got caught up with this social media and everything in our phone to the point where we stop learning, man. We stop growing mentally. We stop developing our mind. We stop developing our skills. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that have always kept us on point, man, as a people. And that's the one thing that will always keep you, you know, young, working, man, working. You know, using your mind, using your body, learning new things, man. That's what keep people focused. That's what keep people going. You know what I'm saying? So, are you expanding your mind? Or, like you said, are you stuck in a cycle of just going to work, you know what I'm saying, and keeping, you know what I'm saying, being entertained by what's in your phone, what's on social media? Because, believe it or not, none of that is educational. None of the news that they share now is educational. None of the content, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people is sharing now is educational. All of this stuff is, you know what I'm saying, being put in front of us because people want our attention and people want to make money off having our attention. People want to make money, you know what I'm saying, by entertaining us. You know what I'm saying, and keeping their content in front of us. People want to influence us to act a certain way, or people want to, you know, influence us to buy a certain thing, or, you know, feel a certain way about a certain thing or a certain person, man. None of that is developing our minds, man. What are we really, you know what I'm saying? I get on my kids about, what are you really, like, you have a wealth of information, unlimited wealth of information in the palm of your hand. Like, with all the information available, you have the ability to learn basically anything you wanted to learn. You have the information to, you know, like, develop any skill, any type of skill that you want to have. Like, any job that's out here, we talk about making money. Instead of trying to make content to make money off of content, create content to help people. Grab some content that's going to help you. Learn how to wire a light switch. Learn how to hang a ceiling fan. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to code. Learn a trade. Like, learn something to expand your knowledge. Learn something to expand your mind, your money. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age. It's not about being entertained. We're the ones being entertained But the world is, you know what I'm saying, advancing around us while we're being entertained. And I'm not gonna lie, like that's the reason for a lot of the brain dead zombies that are walking around in this world today, that are lost, you know what I'm saying, and slowly dying because they over consuming, you know, this trash on social media. They over consuming. And that time could be spent, they over consuming on watching these reality shows. You know, what are we learning from reality shows? You have people, you know what I'm saying, that spend their whole time watching reality shows and then they come to social media and they have a whole group or they have a whole, you know, page or they have a whole discussion to where you're giving so much time to that negativity and discussing that negativity and who's fighting who and who is shady and who, like, how is that helping to develop our mind, man? How is that helping to develop our mind? Like, we're being entertained. We no longer want to be educated. We no longer want to advance. Like, we just, you know what I'm saying, go to work every day, you know what I'm saying, come home and do nothing to better our situation. But then complain about the situation and wonder why we're in the same situation. Like, you could better your job by coming home and spending your free time learning new skills, learning, you know what I'm saying, new program, new software, you know what I'm saying, new ways of doing things, new things to do, totally. Advancing your skill level, you know what I'm saying, thereby advancing your money. But we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're on the humbug. You know what I'm saying? We just, like you said, just waiting to die. Our brain is just slowly frying and dying on nonsense, on negativity, on violence, on fighting, on, you know, these men, you know what I'm saying, that feel like they need to dress up as women and do comedy. You know what I'm, like, we out there bad right now. We out there bad. And just like I said, is that living? Is that living? To your character, if that's your character, you know what I'm saying, if you taking acting lessons, you looking at them and you getting your character from them, you know what I'm saying, like, I can understand that, but you dead already. Because if you still acting, you know what I'm saying, and you still portraying to be a character, you know, you dead already. The original you're like, you dead. I didn't know what I'm saying, I killed the character. I killed Black. You know what I'm saying? Black is still in me, but that's not my character. Like, that's a part of me, but I'm Toby O'Neil. I am who I am, man. I have purpose in life. I work toward that purpose every day. I'm a part of the world. I'm making moves in the world, not online. The online stuff, that's just for marketing and promotions. Just like you said, that's for that attention, to get people to pay attention to the message and the movement. But if you pay attention, it's always to educate. It's always to expand. It's always to unite. It's all for a purpose. Everything I do is for a purpose. That's why I'm out there like that. That's why I share the stuff I share. It's not for attention. If I wanted, you know what I'm saying, just like I tell people, I was talking to my partner today. If I wanted to y'all attention and I wanted to get a lot of viewers and I wanted to get everybody to come to my channel and blow up, I could talk about the same negativity and bull that everybody else, you know what I'm saying, is on. That's getting y'all attention. I don't want that attention. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this to elevate and expand my people, my community, my neighborhoods, and build. And that requires, you know what I'm saying, constant education. That requires constantly expanding my mind. That requires living. For real. You know, most of us stop learning, man, when we get out of school. It don't stop then. It never stops. Knowledge is power. And just like I said, with the access that we have to so much stuff, like, we should be way more advanced and way more powerful, man. And we not. We caught in the sauce. We lost in the sauce. Read, man. Read books. They got books online on how to do everything, on how to learn anything you want. Take some courses. Take some courses. We spend money, you know what I'm saying, on these TV apps so we can watch, you know what I'm saying, this madness on TV. Spend $40, $50 on you a course. Take a course. where you can advance yourself, where you can advance your opportunities, you can advance your finances. Better yourself, man. Better yourself. For real. But, like I said, man, if you're not growing, you're dying. Pick up a book, man. Pick up a book. Watch an educational video. Watch a how-to video. Do something, man, to start working that mind, man, and growing and keep that mind growing and develop. Because if it's not developing, if the mind is not developing, you're dying. And when your mind dies, and you could be thinking, you know what I'm saying? You could be walking around here like these other people thinking, but your mind is on a bunch of negativity, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of social media, a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, negativity, and has no bearing on the real world. And if you stuck in that zone, you're dying. You're dying. And like I said, I see y'all characters, I see y'all acting on social media, but I guarantee you, you have no real life. That's why you go so hard on social media, because you have no real life outside of social media. You're dying. But relationships, relationship-wise, are you living or are you dying? Relationships you have, are they helping you? Or are they hurting you? Are they helping you grow and develop? Or are they calling you to talk to you about what's going on, you know what I'm saying, on social media? Or are they sending you the latest fight video? Or they calling you about some mess, you know what I'm saying, with the other girl that y'all know? Are you living or you dying? You know what I'm saying? The men, the mates y'all dealing with, are they trying to help you become a better person? Do you even want to become a better person? You might be already dead already. A lot of us are dead already and don't even know it. We walking zombies. Do you even want to be better? Or do you want to partake in the negativity? If you want to partake in the negativity, or that's what's consuming you right now, the negativity, some people feed on that. They dead already. I'm not talking to you. But to the people that's trying to live, to the people that's trying to better themselves, what do your relationships look like? Because you are who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? You are who you hang with. I don't hang with people that call me with the drama, or call me to tell me, you know, hey man, I got into it with this dude. Will you ride over here with me? You know what I'm saying? I mess with the people that call to check on me, or call to run a business idea about me. You know what I'm saying? Or to ask my advice, you know what I'm saying, on something positive, you know, on a business, what they should do with this in business, or how we can come together and partner with some business, or some advice on how they can better themselves, or how I can better myself. That's what I talk about. Those are the people that I keep close to me. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that I call family, that's not necessarily blood. What do your relationships look like? Are you living in or dying when it comes to the relationship? You know what I'm saying? Do you have people that pour into you like you pour into people? Do you pour into people? I'm a pourer. And I talked, you know what I'm saying, to this about, you know what I'm saying, a female friend of mine the other day, the ladies who are pourers. I talk to them about that all the time. If you love pouring into people and you are constantly pouring into people, you better make sure you have people around you who can replenish you. If not, you will pour into people until you are empty. And that's what a lot of us are doing. That's death. That's death. That's a walking death, to pour into people, you know what I'm saying, to the point where you don't have nothing left in you. That is death. Let's get real about it. Let's start, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, it's hard to cut people off, but I would rather be by myself and stay full than to be surrounded by people who are going to drain me, and I always have to pour into all the time and never pour into me. I realized that when I started living. Before that, like I said, when I was dying, I was the same way. I was ready to lay my life on the line. I was ready to give my freedom away behind my family and their situations, behind people I kicked it with, that I knew I was tight with, all of that when I was dying. Now, I don't even hang around people, you know what I'm saying, or socialize with people who are into that type of stuff, because I don't want you calling me. I'm not feeding into that. But if you do call me, I know how to say no. I'm cool saying no. I'm comfortable saying no. That's the new me. My bro on the live, he asked me before, like, what I'm gonna do if somebody come ask me, do I bang? Because that used to be a hot topic when I was in the streets. I banged hard. But when he see me changing my life, he asked me, what you gonna do? And I know with him, that was the turning point when I said, I'm gonna tell him I don't bang. And I'm cool with that. I'm gonna tell him I don't bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with that. And that's, like I said, that's coming out of the death phase and living to die and really, coming into living. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the people that say, oh, you're not hard, or no, I'm not him no more. I'm not Clack no more. I'm not Black no more. I'm not him no more. I'm Toby O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't do that type of stuff no more. And I'm cool with that. So I don't hang with those people who do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have love for people, who do with that. But when I decided to change my life, the one thing I did as me feeling like me being real, I called people who I know I would ride for, who I know could call me and get me to grab that thing and get up and ride. I called them and say, hey man, I'm changing my life, man. I'm changing my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living to die no more, man. I'm finna really live, basically. So from now on, man, if you get in some stuff, like, I'm letting you know I'm not on that no more, man. So yeah, man, I respect it to the foot. Okay, cool. So the people that I felt like that I let them know. Them the only people that need to know. You can't call me no more. So, like, I really, made my transition. I cut off the friends, and they understood that. A lot of them got out of it too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them got out of it too. Got slid all the way back. I hope I had some influence over that. If I did, man, hey, even if I never know, I hope I had some of the influence over those people that are getting out, man, because that's what it's all about. Start living, man. And I see a lot of them. I salute them too, whether I ever said it or not. Some of the people I done talked to about my transition and getting out of that, I see y'all transition too, man, and I salute y'all for really just choosing to live, man, and not just running around here just waiting to die. Because that's a cold thing, man, with our people. That's a cold thing. A lot of us never wake up. A lot of us never realize that lifestyle we was in, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you survive it, and once you have the opportunity to get out of it, man, you get out of it. You get out of it. Nobody wants to be hood for life when you really just look at the hood. And if you do, you still the walking dead. You still the walking dead. You know what I'm saying? They say you can't take the hood out of it. Like, I can work to take it out of myself. Yeah. I work to take that mentality away. You know what I'm saying? I work to change that mindset. I took the hood mindset because I'm not hood no more. The lessons that I've learned, the experience that I've gained, it helped me make me a better person to where I can survive anywhere. You drop me in the bottom of the ocean, I'm going to feel out, you know what I'm saying, how to breathe and live off seafood. That's what the hood taught me. But I'm not hood. I'm of this world. Not this world that y'all live in, but I'm of this world. Call me an alien. But who you spend your time with determines your future. For real. And I just recently decided, man, that I'm gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, hanging with so many people who I have to pour into all the time and start hanging with more people who pour into me. I mentioned that before because of growth and development. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow. So I can't, pour into everybody and then, you know what I'm saying, I have nothing left for myself. So this the year where I hang around more people, or I embrace more people who can pour into me. So toxic relationships, man. Friendships, you gotta cut them off. You gotta cut, and it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, like, you're gonna be perceived just like me. I'm acting different. Like we say in the hood, he acting funny. Oh, he don't mess with me no more, or yeah, he on some more stuff. Whatever they gonna say, whatever they gonna say. The one thing I say is I explain to people what I was on. You know what I'm saying? The people that, you know what I'm saying, that's on the same thing I'm on, they still rocking with me. Like I said, I hope I influence some of them because I see the changes that they've made, and I hope I was influenced. But the people who choose not to and choose to keep walking around here, you know what I'm saying, living to die, I'm okay with that. But I can't be in the environment, man, because if you living to die, then you're bringing death on yourself. I don't want you to be around you know what I'm saying, and that death happens to me, or it comes, you know what I'm saying, to me. Or when that death comes to you, that shot come or whatever, I don't want to be too close. That's all. I have nothing against you. I have no ill will, but I don't want the consequences that come with being around a person that's living like that if I'm no longer living like that. So, hey, healing from the past, pain and trauma is necessary for healthy connections. We got to get over it. We got to get over it. We got to, whatever it is. And like I said, it's not an overnight thing. I didn't transition overnight, you know what I'm saying, from being hood to being good. I didn't, you know what I'm saying, make that and I stumble, I fall every day. I get angry, I want to go, you know what I'm saying, punch people out. I want to do something to somebody like the old hood do, but I know that's not how to live. That's not how to really live, man. That's not how to really, that's how to get locked up. That's how to get in some stuff that gets you killed. And none of that is living. We got to change, man. We got to change. And it starts with our friends, man. It starts with us like I had to do. I had to set boundaries. And one of the main boundaries I set was you can't come around me on that negativity. You can't come around me with no negativity. My nephews know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, if you're doing anything illegal, like, I don't want that around me. Because people watch you, people see your car at my house, people think something, like, all of that, you know what I'm saying, is like happening. Like, and not saying nobody is doing nothing, you know what I'm saying, out of pocket. It's just me. I had to set boundaries. And like, I don't knock people, you know what I'm saying, because I did it before. I don't knock my nephews, but I keep it honest with them. I tell them, just like I was back then, I say, you have time to do that because you have time to go to prison, do 5 or 10 years, get out, get your life together, you know what I'm saying, and that, like, you have time to do it. I don't want you to do it that way. If I can help you, I want to show you a different way so you can miss all of that. But if you're not ready to accept what I'm trying to give, cool. I have no qualms about that because you're at a different phase in your life. And I don't knock you for being in that phase because I was in that phase too. I tried to help, give some guidance and give some assistance. If you want it, I'm here. If not, I'm cool with that. Just keep it away from me, whatever you got going, because I know the consequences and repercussions. And I love them to death. If they call me right now, I'm taking the call. If they need me right now, I know what I'm saying, I'm going to try to do what I can. But I have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries in your life with the people you deal with. And you have to surround yourself with people who uplift you and challenge you. I don't know what I'm saying, get yes men. I don't like the yes men. I tell my people around me, you know what I'm saying, like if you can't come to me and talk to me and tell me when I'm wrong or lace me up, you know what I'm saying, on something, then like what's the purpose? If you're going to sit by and watch me, you know what I'm saying, like that, do myself in or crash out, or I don't want that around me. I don't want that around me. So surround yourself with people who care, genuinely care. People who going to give you good advice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, some of us seek counseling, seek therapy, man, for real. It'll be worth it. I guarantee you. Talk to somebody. Express it. Let people know what you're going through. Get a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Get a mentor. Seek personal development help. I'm here to help. Like I said, I am TobyO'Neal.com. Sign up for a free consultation. You want to talk about it, just between us. Let's talk about it. Let's start working toward, you know what I'm saying, getting you right. Getting your mind right, getting your mindset right, getting your life right, getting your business right. But it starts with the people that you have around you. And I'm not going to lie, man. Like, if you're ready to change your life, if you're already in transition to changing your life, if you're ready to find your purpose, if you're ready to, you know, start planning the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying? Number one, talk to God about it. Number one. But once you talk to God about it, I guarantee you need to talk to me. I'm one of the best assets you can have on your team. Simply because I want you to win. I want you to win. But if you're constantly in drama, if you're constantly feeling drained and not growing in your relationships, it's time to make some changes. It's time to make some changes. Because you're only going to go as far as the people around you. I'm telling you. Number 4, I know a lot of people don't like to talk to this. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like to talk about God, or you don't know what I'm saying, no God, like I'm not knocking you, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but I will say this show might not be for you because I wouldn't be here without him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be the man I am today without him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have had the spirit in my heart to change and really to stay focused through the trying times. Through the trying times. Through the trying times. Like I wouldn't have had the faith, I wouldn't have had none of that if it weren't for God. So the next question is your spirituality. I'm not talking about a denomination. I'm not talking because all of that is division. I'm talking about your connection with God. Do you have a connection with God? Are you spiritually aligned with God? Or are you disconnected? Are you lost? Are you struggling? You're not connected. You might need to, you know what I'm saying, get back and get connected. Without spiritual grounding, life can be empty, confusing, and unstable. That's walking death. That's how most of us were living. That's how I was living. And like, I can't say he saved me from a lot because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here right now. He saved me when I wasn't even paying attention. When I wasn't even talking to him, when I wasn't even focused on him. He spared me. Good evening, Miss Alicia. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, man, where do I begin, man? So many of us are disconnected spiritually, man, because we did what the one commandment that I think we should adhere to more than anything else, and that's like we put other gods before him. We put other gods before him, honestly. We put money before him. Because now, you know what I'm saying, some of us will literally do anything for money. Took away all morals. We don't even think about God no more if somebody offer the right price. All of that go out the window. Relationships. We build relationships with people, you know what I'm saying? The Bible tells us, you know what I'm saying, as men to keep God first. We put women first. I've been guilty of it. That was one of my biggest mistakes. Getting married and feeling like as a man, I'm going to put my wife first. Because that's, you know what I'm saying, what we were taught to do. And it's wrong. It's wrong. And if you did it, then you are suffering for it. You are suffering for it. So, spiritually, who, if not God? We always talk about God. We always talk about Jesus. But just like I said, if the one thing I can really say to where I know, even when I wasn't listening, like I had God, I had the Spirit of God within me, is because I had boundaries. I've always had boundaries. I've done a lot of stuff in my time, but I've never been without boundaries. It's some lines I do not cross. I've been in situations where people have harmed me, and I have, you know what I'm saying, saw fit in my mind to go harm that person right there. But if I see that person in a car with somebody else, I could never shoot at that person because I didn't want to risk not hitting that person and hitting somebody else. I've never did a drive-by, you know what I'm saying, where I just shot recklessly into a house because I knew it was a possibility that I could hurt somebody or kill somebody that I had no problem with. And that's taking a life, you know what I'm saying, that I never, know what I'm saying, had a problem with. Shooting a straight bullet or shooting, like, I've always been conscious of all of that, even in the midst of me being walking in darkness. And that's how I know being grounded in God, man, will save you. Like, I've been to prison. I could have had a life sentence right now. I could be dead right now. I could have a couple of life sentences for some of the stuff that I could have did. But me being grounded in God, God saved me from making a lot of those bad decisions where I would have threw my life away. And when I see people today make some of the decisions that they make, I know that they don't have God with them. I know that they don't. Just by the, you know what I'm saying, actions. Just by the actions. If the Spirit of God, which is in all of us, but if we not nurturing and we not grounded in that Spirit, then we're out here blind and we're out here dead. We're the walking dead. And just like I said, I walked that path. I thank God for steering me away from the pitfalls, man, that could have took my life. And I wouldn't be here to share this with people. I own everything I love. But I know so many people who got trapped in that darkness and got disconnected from God, man, and they no longer with us. They no longer with us. Or, you know what I'm saying, they are locked away, you know what I'm saying, in a cage that it has drove them even further from God. So they living dead. They are living dead. So, like I said, man, like we need to get back to the essence, the purity of God, man, and allow God to help us guide our path, you know what I'm saying, and to walk with us. That's the only way we're going to make it. That's the only way we're going to truly live. That is the only way we're going to truly live. Spend time in prayer. Meditate. And reflect on your life, man. Reflect daily. Reflect daily. I'm not saying live in the past, but reflect on why you in certain situations. Ask God, you know what I'm saying, to show you the way out of those situations. Ask God to show you the path that it was meant for you to walk. And I guarantee you, it won't be easy, but it will be so much more fulfilling. It will be so much more fulfilling, man, to walk that path, you know what I'm saying, and to do it like that, than to keep, you know what I'm saying, walking around here waiting to die, man, living to die. Read your scripture or spiritual teachings that inspire you and guide you, man. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. And if you keep thinking it's all about you, you're going to end up in a sad state. You're already in a sad state, but you're going to end up in the worst state if you don't realize or you don't, know what I'm saying, adhere to something bigger than you. Live with integrity. Make choices that align with your values. Make choices that align with your values. Look at all these, you know what I'm saying? Look at all these people, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the sex case. And I don't like, you know what I'm saying, to say names, but y'all know the famous person who's dealing with the sex tape right now. You know what I'm saying? The people that attended the parties, they didn't live with integrity, man. They wasn't spiritually grounded. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at a few people who were spiritually grounded that say when they got to that door and they said, look, in order to come into this door, you have to do this. Some of them were spiritually grounded enough. Some of them were deep in a relationship with God that wouldn't allow them to walk through that door, man. That wouldn't allow them to walk through that door. Some of our kids out here, man, they are not aligned with God. That's what allows them to pull triggers. That's what allows them to do this, man. And I understand them where people talking about, oh, we don't understand them. No, because they not grounded in God. Their parents didn't give them that. Their parents didn't give them, know what I'm saying, know what I'm saying, the laws. Thou shalt not kill. They didn't give them that. You know what I'm saying? Or why you shouldn't kill. Or to nurture that spirit within. They didn't get that. They didn't get that. They didn't get integrity. Because a lot of them parents, you know what I'm saying, didn't live with integrity. When I was young, I wasn't living, you know what I'm saying, with full integrity. So come on. But make choices and make decisions that align with your values. We need to start doing it. And more so importantly, we need to start keep teaching our kids, man. I have a program with that. And it's crazy to even say that because you got the churches, but I know the disconnect in the church. But I've just, you know what I'm saying, recently completed a program for the youth where we got to reintroduce God to the youth, man. Because we tell them about God, but then if our relationship is not strong in God and you know, they don't see our relationship strength in God, do you think they're going to look, you know what I'm saying, for that strength? If they see us going through the problems and, you know what I'm saying, trying to take on the problems of the world on our own, they're going to feel like they're supposed to take them on too. And that's not for them. We really got to, know what I'm saying, teach our kids. We really have to take it to God. And we really have to teach our kids to take it to God. Man. For real. So we need to get right spiritually. We need to get right. Or it's not going to work. So if you feel lost, reconnect with God today. Your spiritual health is just as important as your physical and mental health, man, when it comes to really living your life to the fullest. Or just keep living to die. And I don't want that for my people, man. I don't want that. But like I said, you have to want it. I can want it for you, but you have to want it more in order to accomplish it. I'm here to help though. Anybody that know me, you know what I'm saying? I got Miss Alicia, I know is in here. You know what I'm saying? My bro, you know what I'm saying? Charles Fuller. They will tell you. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to help. Reach out. But last, and maybe I should have made this first, is your purpose. And just like I said, I've heard some of everything. I've heard when I was in darkness. I've heard it wasn't no God. You know what I'm saying? Like God wouldn't have let us went through this. Why did God let this? Why did God let this baby die? This baby get shot and killed. Why did God, you know what I'm saying, take out this high school student? You know what I'm saying? Because he was a straight A student. He wasn't even around that. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I realized everybody was born with a purpose. Everyone was born with a purpose. Nobody was put here to be a gangster or, you know what I'm saying, a criminal or rapist or none of that. None of that. I don't believe God, you know what I'm saying, would put that. It's not in his spirit. And with the spirit of God in you, that is not in you. That is not in you. But through trials and tribulations, through lack of mental development, to miseducation, to stuff happening to you as an individual, everything, like we are taken off the path. We are taking out, a lot of us veer off the path in life. And that's, like I said, goes back to not having that connection with God. But I also see some of us, like I tell people all the time, some of us came from that same environment. Some of us came from that same environment. But they kept their connection with God. They maintained their connection with God. They built that connection with God. And God showed them the path to their purpose. I went a different route. But I can honestly say that what I went through, everything that I went through, and made it through, it prepared me for my purpose. It prepared me for my purpose. And just like I said, my purpose in a nutshell is to educate, to build, to be educated, and to unify my people, man, and to aid in the growth and development of my people, my neighborhood, my community as a whole. And it's like everything that I went through in my darkness is going to help me shine the light and bring other people out of that darkness. And that is purpose. That is everything to me in life. Once I realize that, the work I do is no longer work. The talking I do, the planning I do, the everyday life I live, it's no longer work. It's a joy. It's a pure joy because I really found my purpose. Are you living life with true purpose? Or are you just living? Or you just existing? What were you here for? What were you supposed to add to this world that could nobody else add? What's your purpose? Too many people live life based on what others expect instead of what truly fulfills them. What fulfilled them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got into construction because, like, nothing brings me more joy than taking a raggedy house or taking a room that's not appealing and remodeling it, redesign, like beautifying it, building value into it. You know what I'm saying? I get into life coaching because nothing excites me more than helping my people win, than helping my people come out of darkness and really start living life and just see the light in their eyes and just see, I've been that way my whole life. Ask anybody. I find joy in, helping you come up because I want to see you win. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you eat. I've always been that guy. And I realized, even though I was in darkness, I still had God with me to the point where I always looked out for the people around me. I always wanted to see them win. I always loved them and treated them like I wanted them to love me and like I wanted them to treat me. And just like I said, it prepared me, for the mission, for my purpose. But what is your purpose? What is your purpose for being here? A lack of purpose leads to depression, frustration, and a sense of emptiness. I've been through it. I went through it. I still watch people go through it. I still watch. That's why I designed a course again and coaching program to help people find their purpose. Help them realize their purpose. Help them to understand what their purpose is and pursue it. Because that right there is when you truly start living, when you know your purpose for being here, when you know what you were meant to contribute to the world. And just like I said, I built the coaching course off of me and what I had to go through, what I had to, traverse to find my purpose, to realize my purpose, to really start living and start, like we're saying, powering up. So that's why I said, out of what I had to learn, I designed my coaching program so that I can help others. Because that's what it's all about. But we need to start working on, living, man, and identifying your purpose. Identify what truly matters to you. Set goals that align with your passion and skills. Serve others. True fulfillment comes from making a difference. I'm telling you, what is your purpose? If you don't have a sense of purpose, take the time to reflect. What gifts do you have? What problems can you help solve? Start taking small steps towards living with intention, man. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do, man. But we need to start living, man. I want to see more of my people living and thriving, man. I don't see y'all. I don't want to see the zombies. We need to, knock off these zombies, man. We need to, know what I'm saying, start waking up these zombies to what's real, man, and get back to living. If not, man, we're going to continue to die at a rapid rate. And it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. But like I said, man, I want to leave you with this. Living is an intentional choice. Every day you decide whether you're moving forward in life or you're sitting around waiting to die. It's on you. It's on you. Like I said, from the start, man, quick recap. Take care of your body. Your health is wealth. Never stop learning. Education is the key to growth and development. Protect your energy. Build healthy relationships. Seriously. Stay spiritually aligned. Your foundation matters, man. Your foundation matters. Live with purpose. Don't just exist. Thrive. I want to see you win, man. Not financially, but if you can win morally, spiritually, yes, man, you win all the way around. But if anything I said tonight resonated with you, don't just think about it. Do it. Do something. Start today. If you need help, reach out. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. If this episode helped you out, share it with someone. Share it with someone who needs it, man. Share it with someone who needs it. Let me see what I got. Oh, a couple of minutes. Well, like I said, man, thank you all for tuning in to the P-Ave Perspective with Mr. O'Neal. Another episode, man. I hope this episode helped. Like, trust me when I say, man, we building. We building. Like, what I'm giving you every week, this is nowhere near, where we going. This is nowhere near where we going. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all sharing. I appreciate y'all commenting. You know what I'm saying? Big Charles, I appreciate you tuning in. Miss Alicia, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate all the support. And like I said, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay on YouTube, I appreciate you. So, man, another week, and we still rocking. I think this like episode 29, and I'm enjoying the feedback. I'm enjoying everything, man, and I really enjoy talking to y'all. So for this week, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, but I hope y'all tune in next week, and hopefully we'll start living. We'll really start living, man. Take steps toward living. Take steps toward living this week. Peace. We out.